A very good day to all of us here. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Dr. Shakir and the committee for giving me the chance to present my study here in the conference. Without further ado, let me present my study on the factors influencing local tourist motivation and expectation to a firefly watching destination, a case study of Kampung Sambah, Tenghilan, and Kampung Rampayan Laut, Kota Balut, Sabah, Malaysia. So before we proceed, I want to introduce to the team. Firstly is Dr. Fiffy Hanisdah binti Saikim. She's an associate professor of Institute for Tropical Biology and Conservation in University Malaysia Sabah, Malaysia. Dr. Mahadimenakbar, he's also an associate professor at the ITBC UMS. Dr. Awangku Hassanal, he's an associate professor at the Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy in the University of Malaysia Sabah. And lastly is me, I'm Charmaine Lovey. I'm a postgraduate master student in the UMS. So let us go to the abstract. So the problem statement is COVID-19 has had several negative impacts on global tourism. This causes many countries that depend on wildlife tourism, which is the firefly watching, have shifted focus to the domestic tourism. So the aim of this study is to analyze the motivations of local visitors who visit a firefly tourism site as well as the expectations they have of their stay there. So in this study, a questionnaire survey using the Likert scale as well as a semi-structured interview were used. Descriptive and factor analysis were utilized in this study. Uh, Let me give a little bit introductions to the study. So tourism is one of the most important industries around the world, allowing businesses to generate revenue and the public to discover new places. Fireflies of Sabah and Malaysia are generating a lot of interest from the public. This is because fireflies have the ability to produce both rhythmic and synchronous flashing lights. Moreover, there are a total of 5 species of fireflies studied in Sabah. This congregating fireflies has attracted many international tourists even before COVID-19. After the pandemic, however, many borders are still not open for tourism, so this consequently shifted to domestic tourism, which is attracting local tourists. So this is where Sabah is, and there are two study sites that was selected, which is the Kampung Rampayan Laut and Kampung Sambah. So let us take a look at the tourist profile. So there are more female travelers as compared to men, and those who travels more are between the age of 23 to 34 years old. And most of them holds a bachelor degree. And how do they know about firefly watching? Is by true friends where they share experiences, where they share recommendations by word of mouth. Next is their occupation. So most of the tourists are working in the government. The second highest are still studying, which is still student, and the third highest are still unemployed. Lastly is the average income of the tourists. So most of the tourists has an average income below 4,000 ringgit Malaysia. So going to the result of the tourist motivation. So what motivates tourists to go firefly watching at these two sites? In Kampung Rampai Laut, tourists are more motivated to go visit due to because of the access and infrastructure, for example, tour guide and the tour management. And the second reason is tourism management, for example, destination cleanliness, safety, security, and so on. And the third reason for what motivates tourists to go Kampung Rampai Laut is because of there are wildlife opportunities there. For example, there are firefly proximity, firefly numbers, there are good weather. As in Kampung Sambah, tourists are more motivated to go there because of also there are also have an access and infrastructure, which, for example, the local involvement, the variety of linkages, size of destinations, and so on. And the second one is the tourism package offered. For example, there's recreations, entertainment, and local festivals. So these are the motivations indicators that can be seen at two different sites, which is the Kampung Rapat and Kampung Sambah. So next is the tourist expectations. So what are the expectations of tourists when they're visiting a firefly watching destination area? So in Kampung Rampayan Laut, tourists are expecting a great access and infrastructure. For example, there's a clear road signs, there's a good basic infrastructure, and there's a good transportation services. And the second reason is tourists are expecting there's a good tourism management there. For example, tour guide, destination reach, and the ability to watch fireflies. The third expectation will be or the offering of tourism package, for example, like accommodations. And the third reason is the tourists are expecting there will be a unique nature tourism. For example, there will be unspoiled nature, there will be good visibility of wildlife, and there will be nature uniqueness. Now we're going to the Kampung Samba. So tourists are expecting a there's a number of great tourism activities when visiting Kampung Samba. For example, there will be recreation there, there will be entertainment there, and there will be local festivals. The next things, the expectations of tourists is the tourism management, where there will be a good tourism management, there will be a great local involvement there. And the last one is a and the last one is the access in infrastructure, where tourists will be expecting there will be a good access and infrastructure where the destinations, cleanliness, the safety and security, and the quality of destinations, and so on. So, in conclusion, in this study, the current work adds to the works on the underlying dimensions of firefly watching tourist motivation and expectation in Kampung Rampayan Laut and Kampung Sambah. A total of 26 indicators of firefly watching tourist motivation have been successfully grouped into five dimensions through EFA and CFA, and 32 indicators of tourist expectations into seven dimensions. So, to summarize the motivations and expectations, access and infrastructures are considered to be a major determinants of the attractiveness of a destination. This affects the level of tourist satisfactions, and an adequate and good condition of infrastructure will increase the destination potential as a tourism area. So those motivations and expectations indicators should provide useful guidance to improve and sustain their destination by designing unique attractions for tourists relate to their motivations. So these are my acknowledgement. I want to say thank you. So that's all. Thank you.